candle.
So next on the exchange token
some nice areas to play
list
around with. We'll
the
just go and
token
mark
PT.
these
So this
with
is the token of
weekly
the exchange Phemex. So as we usually do, we will come here and we'll mark out our all-time high. And we will mark out a monthly level there.
And weekly. So
we will
some really nice areas to play in. We can see how well this
here.
moves between the levels. And this area here, we see some big gaps where this moves quite quickly through.
Here.
So this is a very interesting area to watch. As we can see, we've whipped in here to grab some liquidity.
Yeah. So we will go
but every time price goes into this area, it moves out of here very quickly. So we can see where it's holding. There's a couple of interesting scenarios on how this plays out, which we can touch on. But as we look on the daily, what can we see? It's a very volatile asset, so this one is probably not one you would want to be trading daily. We see really big wicks. That one in particular taking out some. So if we go back onto the
there's a really
weekly,
nice level there.
And we can have a look at where the volume sits.
There. Got a really strong level here.
Stretch it across. What can we see? So if we zoom in,
here,
got a really nice level there around the monthly.
What do we have up here? You've got one there.
Just put a box around that. Come up here.
You've got one there.
Got a nice little box around that.
This move down.
We can see that there's a lot of volume around, particularly that weekly level.
So if we
we've got a nice little box around there. We see there's that little void there just above the weekly. We've got a lot of volume either side of it.
So we will get our, if we go onto the daily, zoom out, what can we see? Yeah, so again, like most tokens,
we zoom back out, what can we see? So we can see these areas.
Our trusty FRVP.
So if we just change the colour of this area to green, it's an interesting area and one that I think we've got a lot of liquidity sitting in. So what can we see? We see every time it pushes up, there's a strong rejection off that weekly level. So where can this potentially go? I see a couple of scenarios. First, we pull down through that box, retest the monthly level, move up, gain, and then we begin to push through the levels. Alternatively, we hold where we are, with maybe a little wick in, we consolidate in this zone, we push up into that liquidity zone, we bounce back off, and then we move up through the levels before shooting up into those upper levels around $4.
So I think we can see, similar to MEXC.
So yeah, plenty of opportunity. We see that zone is particularly interesting. I think on this you've got an easy invalidation. If it drops below this monthly level, you're then looking at a retest of the monthly level below. Should you not hold that, it looks a little bit scary at that point, and you could be then looking at a retest of that lower monthly level. But ultimately, there's a lot of there's some good risk reward on this. I think certainly from an upside perspective, this could be an interesting area, and I think setting take profits on the weekly levels might be an interesting move on this token.
And quite frankly, if you break above this area, given that there's not really anything to go off, this thing could move very quickly towards its all-time high up here. So yeah, really interesting one to look out for. Yeah, recommend looking at exchange tokens. I think they will do quite well in the upcoming cycle.